work especially with a district inside Nanterre where you have something like 10,000 inhabitants. I don't know what the percentage of immigrants, but maybe you cannot see one French family, one French orange family. So it's completely migrant. So the unemployment in all these areas is very high. Since for young in France it's 15% the rate of unemployment, and for the children of immigrants it's the double, 30%. And as a whole, in the Greater Paris, we have an estimate 12% of young people who are the needs, the needs that young are neither in employment, education, nor training. So this has very different consequences in poverty, exclusion, juvenile delinquency, as you can imagine. And a former prime minister, who is, by the way, from Catalonia, this is Mr. Valls, told that there are some ghettos in some part of this Greater Paris where you have only people coming from immigration. Nanterre is a city of 93,000 inhabitants, and it's like an island. You have 2 motorways, train lines. The district of La Défense, it's an island of poor people. Not only, there are 10 districts, mainly with a special housing. There's 1 district with residential housing. And Ecoton Nanterre was created by 4 non-profit associations of Nanterre, 3 of Nanterre plus l'Échangeur, my association. And the goal was to strengthen local social cohesion, enhance the civil involvement of inhabitants, foster the talents of people and local associations, all goals you have more or less in time banks in UK. Today, we have been in operation for 20 months, and we have 22 associations who are members of Ecoton Nanterre, and 345 members. So here you have the founders, Ecoton Nanterre. These are the other exchange. I don't speak to them now. The members are individual associations, so 345 and 32 associations, and we work with local partners that are mainly the association and social centers. Local authorities, it's more a wish. We would like to work with them more, but we must say it's difficult to be confident in them since they are very interested with what we say. And when we talked of concrete action, well, there's nobody left, unfortunately. And our partners for software is our world and the region, Île-de-France, who funded us 2 years ago with, well, it's not so much, but it's not so bad. This time bank is operated by 7 coordinators. All are part-time, and 6 are volunteers, and 1 is a paid employee. It's a paid employee of l'Échangeur who is part-time with Nanterre. Probably it would be more efficient with 2 full-time employees, as you have in many time banks. However, it was our choice to, we bet that a local exchange is more sustainable if it's operated by a local team of inhabitants, and the members of the staff come from the founding association. And the budget which is required to operate the time bank is lower, of course, since we not have a permanent staff, and we use the premises of the association. We don't have our own office or premises. Well, as you may expect, a weakness is to maintain the availability and commitment of volunteers over years. So it's our daily task. Well, to answer the question that Edgar has not asked yet, but he will, what is the social value of Équatant at Nanterre? And so we must recognize that it's too early to answer this question with facts. Of course, with blah blah, we can answer the question. We can spend 20 minutes on that, but with facts, it's difficult. Yes, we have promoted the talent of people and of local association. We have allowed members to exchange. We help, for instance, a project to install a store of recycled items, to manufacture a demonstration tool to learn, to teach eco-friendly habits, repair home appliance, publish a book about local achievement, etc. So we did something. We had achievements. It's not blah blah, it's facts, but it's not figures. So did we enhance cohesion and civic involvement of inhabitants? It's a goal, the nation goal. Saying we are on the way would be optimistic, I must say. We can draw an estimate of the social value when Équatant Nanterre will record several thousand of hours of exchange each year. We are not yet at this level. That means that despite we have 345 members, the exchange there are not enough exchange. And moreover, it's always the same we exchange. Well, I heard everywhere in time banks, it's always the same we exchange. That is the 10% of the member. I don't know if it's the same in England, but we all find this progression too slow, despite the high needs. I must say that our country, probably, as you know, has the most developed welfare state in the world. I think it's the most. Do we have the most developed welfare state in the world, Bruno? Do we have the most developed welfare state in the world? Can be discussed, but well, okay. Public services at the regional level, not central, regional level, has not less than 2.7 million of civil servants at the local level. And we have a non-for-profit association which provide solidarity services for free with 120,000 employees. So the French are used to receiving assistance and support from a variety of public services for free. There's a culture in France of everything for free. Unlike Équatant, our time banks, as every time bank, the paradigm of which is reciprocity, as you know. So we think that in order to grow and make a higher impact, we have to convince our members and future members that reciprocity is better than consumerism. I heard someone telling yesterday we have to assume that the main behavior of people we face is selfishness. We have to tell them that participating is better than claiming for their rights. Sharing is better than selfishness. It's a very huge challenge for us in France. Trust is better than fear. When you meet elder person in France, and we say, oh, we can exchange, it's more friendly, you will meet a new person, etc. At once, fear comes, well, but I don't know them, I don't want to have them in my house, and blah, blah, etc. And finally, together is better than alone. Together is better than alone. Together with you, for instance. In this purpose, the development path is through projects undertaken by partner associations using Équatant as a tool to hire and involve the inhabitants. Among them, I'm talking of the project we have started to work on, is digital inclusion, computer and internet training for families and elderly. So we have it in Nanterre, and we will have it in the city of Créteil, the one in the south. We worked on education for children by organizing, it was in April, a fair to distribute books to children. We distributed 900 books in a fair to 300 children. Repair shops, we have repair shops each month. Groups for mutual aid for carers. And of course, each of these initiatives is obvious. However, what's important, it's the co-production in the making of this initiative. That is, we have to work together and to show the people who are addressed that we build together the project to bring the social value and the social change. Just to finish a few photographs. This is an exchange fair in Nanterre, in this district I told you, where you have a population mainly coming from North Africa and Central Africa. A repair shop, have a very highly skilled reparators, computer training. The books fair, I told you, it was a very beautiful day, very sunny but very cold. The mutual aid between carers and well, it's outdoor activities, etc. Weather program. Well, that's it. We're on, and well, it's interesting, but it's difficult. If you have any question before Edgar.
Is this the first time banking initiative in France, or do you have a history?
No. In France, there are very few time banks, as we're talking here. We have 600 lets. 600 lets. Among them, half are in operation, or half are sleeping and half are in operation. Time banks, as you see, we have 3 and 4 other in project. And you have another network of accorderie. You have heard this name probably. It's a kind of a time bank coming from Canada, from Quebec. And I think right now in France we should have something like 20 or 25 accorderie, if I'm not wrong. So that's it. There are no other time banks.
Most let schemes also use time as exchange, isn't it?
So, sorry?
Most let systems, system design, use time.
Well, they use an exchange unit. And the exchange unit has a name, they give whatever name, a stone, a Panam, anything, a peach. And a unit, the value in time is 1 minute. But in the time bank, we say 1 hour equal to 1 hour. In the LETs, 1 hour is not necessarily 1 hour. If you provide me with a very skilled service, what's sure coming from you, I'm ready to pay 3 times the price. So it's 3 hours for 1 hour of you, and it's not expensive. And moreover,